Yes, because flat 2 plus 1 because you're a mutant.
Okay. I don't want to take 2 in the first shot here, so I'm going to go ahead and roll a second time. And exhaust for weak.
Okay.
There we go.
Alright, you've
Because
soaked
I
it all,
exhausted that.
but you did get hit, so you're reeling.
Alright, I am reeling, so I end up stopping running.
Right. Now, let's see. This guy takes a 2-point hit from your leitmotif, from Firestorm.
Mm-hmm.
And he soaks it all, so he's just sent reeling.
Alright.
And then the next guy takes a shot at you.
Alright. If I'm reeling, does my leitmotif counter?
I think it's automatic. It's automatic. He acts on
Yes.
your behalf, but this guy gets a bonus D8 to shoot at you, though.
Alright.
Because you are.
So then it has to be reeling in order to not be able to counter for me.
You've been shot again.
Ah, so I have. It's another simultaneous.
Well, there's a whole thing in the book about the different effects of statuses on leitmotifs, so you might want to have that on a.
Yeah, I
a
have
note
like
sheet.
I have like my own note sheet down here. It's just like we haven't come across this yet. So
Okay.
This is now new territory.
So now you need to soak 3 damage again.
Alright. Oof. That is soaking none of it.
Do you have anything else you can tap?
Good question. I don't think
Personality,
so.
perhaps? Or did you already use your personality?
This is true. I could tap personality. Maybe tapping it on being hit would have been a good idea.
Well, we're already past that point.
That is true. So I could tap it so I don't become injured, but then I'm still hurt.
And panic.
Heck yeah. Okay, I'll go
It's
ahead.
up to you. Don't. I'm not implying anything. It's up to you.
Real men bleed.
Well, you're saying they're doing flat 2 right now, right?
Yeah.
If they hit again, it'll be 5. If I'm injured. So I think I have to do this to be able to soak another hit. Which I do. So I am only reeling and hurt right now.
And
in panic.
panicked, yep.
Alright, so as I scramble out of the ship, 3 people come firing bullets in my direction as Firestorm comes and ravages them from behind.
Well, you get to the hole that's been blown out of the ship, because that's where those 2 guys were. So as you got to them, that's when they opened up on you.
Right.
You did overkill one of them. I guess the guy who turned around and opened fire on Firestorm just got ripped right through the center.
Yeesh.
I'm thinking of like one of those. You remember Critters? The movie Critters?
No, I don't think I've seen it.
They blend together in my head, so...
The little ball creatures that just basically just eat everything. I just imagine like a critter just explodes through someone's gut and just right out the back.
Ugh.
Collapse.
Ugh.
But yeah, the guy who opened fire on you is reeling and hurt as you just charged past him, and your leitmotif just jumped at him too. Firestorm. The guy, he's using by name from now on. Yeah, and the other guy's reeling. Only one of them is still fully ready to come at you, but you are very hurt and very in front of them. What is your action now?
That was my 2 actions. One was control, the other one was to
Oh,
try to
right,
do
because, yeah, I forgot, these guys broke their focus. Because that's all they did, because the other 2 that entered didn't have anything else to do.
Indeed, so it is actually their initiative. I may have acted too hastily.
Right, but thankfully the leitmotif acts on your behalf. And there is one, there's a gift that you can take that even if you die, the leitmotif can keep acting on your behalf until
And
combat
also
is
get
over.
a final word.
Yeah, and since they speak out of your own psyche, could be your final words. But you don't have that gift yet.
Not yet, I
let's
still need
see.
to get better. I need to live through this.
1 recovers from reeling. You know, I think it's better for him to take focus, because there's no telling what the hell you'll do or your monster will do for you. Because in his mind, that is a monster. Let's see, the other one that you blew past is also going to recover from reeling. And to take cover behind the thing that you were hiding behind. These guys have cover buff, that makes sense. And the other one is going to aim and shoot at you.
Alright, in which case, we're looking at another counter.
You are reeling. That's bonus D8. Bonus D8 from aiming, because they are not veterans. Okay.
Alright, that D8 is their only saving grace right now.
2 of them.
Ooh.
Simultaneous hit, as it always appears to be. Now you will die. Palpatine, that wasn't me to you, that was Palpatine.
Alright, so, let's resolve mine, I suppose.
Okay, as you've already said, let's see, that would be base 3. You are hurt, so 4 damage.
And I'm a mutant.
No, I already included that.
Okay,
that's
so
2 flat, 1 for being a mutant, and 1 for being hurt. That's 4 damage. You
that
soaked
is
it down to 2, so nothing new. You're still reeling, hurt, and panicked.
Alright.
Now, this guy was not injured before, so he is just base, so he's now vulnerable and vulnerable and 2 damage for warp. So he has to soak 2. He soaks 1, so he is now reeling and hurt.
Cool.
That is the end of Bad Guys, Rise of You.
Alright, so since I'm reeling, one of my actions is to recover from reeling.
Correct.
One of these guys still has focus on me, doesn't he?
Yep, one of the guys that's still in front of you.
However, I am panicked, so I can't attack, and I believe that also would extend to my leitmotif attacking.
That's a control action, which is technically, by the definition of terms, not an attack action.
So if one person is reeling behind cover and this other person is also reeling...
The guy who's behind cover is not reeling. He's just not focused or anything. He could defend himself, he just can't do anything else right now. The guy who is at the pilot seat is overkilled. He's dead. He got ripped through by a critter attack. One of the guys in the doorway is focused. The other guy in the doorway is reeling, hurt, and vulnerable. The guy who you blew past is hurt, panicked, and vulnerable, but he's also behind cover. He's where you were hiding when they came in.
Right. Okay, so still got to deal with this focus guy then. So I think since I can't necessarily go anywhere, I'm going to go ahead and use my control action on the focus guy to try to make him not focus anymore.
Okay. He will... Tell me, from your perspective, since it's your character and I want you to feel like you have agency, what does it look like when you tell Firestorm what to do? Is there a visual, or is it mental? Are you like Professor Xing it? 2 fingers on the forehead?
I'm imagining it's mental. Like, maybe I stare in their direction, my muscles tense up, I give them like a very death-defying glare. Maybe I might even dramatically point. But generally it would be Firestorm responding to my will and rushing in its direction.
Okay, so what we're getting at here is not very much visually to throw that out there. Okay. Alright, so this guy is going to break focus to fire at Firestorm.
Alright, so let's see. So Firestorm, is he in range already?
Well, you already said his range is 30 meters, so...
well, that's the teleport to defend me. If he's moving as a control action, he moves 10 meters. If he's defending himself, he doesn't move anywhere.
Well, he just attacked the guy who was right next to this guy, so you're fine.
Okay, so he will in fact be countering in this example.
That would be great. A, if we were playing Ironclaw and that was an unholy attack. B, if I hadn't already told you this was bullet conservation, so that's flat damage 2 no matter what.
Oh, if only.
But you don't soak, isn't that right?
Good question. What does happen to the lead motif?
I think you just take the damage and they have whatever the effects are for having taken 2 damage.
What did you say, Ark?
They don't have soak.
So you just take 2 damage and you take the effects of whatever the 2 damage is.
Okay.
You said you have notes, though, so you tell us.
Yes, indeed. They are immune to reeling, and a variety of things can be removed. They are not panicked, They are immune to panic, so he is only hurt then, I think?
Yep. So what happens when a leitmotif is hurt?
Same thing as anything else. It is now easier to target and takes additional damage.
Alright, and then I think you have a thing where you could take, like, what, the guard action to remove hurt from him?
Indeed, I can take the guard action and have it recover.
Alright. Alright, so you had it attack this guy, who broke his focus to attack it. It's immune to reeling, so I guess you still have the action? Because technically that was his action to focus, and you
Right,
countered.
he was attempting to hit me, so now I'm moving in and I'm hitting him.
And he is going to counter, so it's the same roll again.
Right. Because I'm immune to reeling, I have
But
the
I can't
exception
beat an
as
8.
S character to do this.
Can't beat an 8, so it doesn't matter.
Indeed. So
Alright.
he's already been hit by vulnerable, so let's see what happens here.
No, he wasn't. This is the...
Oh, that's right, he wasn't hit at all. You're right.
So he's soaking, he soaks 1, so he's reeling and hurt. And vulnerable.
Okay. So those are my 2 actions, to recover and have this little skirmish happen as he tries to fire down Firestorm before he gets there. And Firestorm just
Okay.
rushes straight into the bullets at him.
Alright. 2 guys in the doorway recover from reeling. You know, Firestorm is the bigger threat. To cover the guy who's in the back, he is going to try to hide. Same place that you were hiding, so it's already covered as a hideable spot.
Right, that's good.
1 success. Alright.
Alright, so hiding means he's reeling, that's good.
Alright, and these 2 guys are going to open fire on Firestorm.
And as we've declared, he is close enough to fight them both.
Right.
He is bouncing around. He is, however, still hurt until I get around to it.
These guys actually threaten within each other's range. Something I didn't add in before, but I will now.
Ooh,
Because they have
tactics.
tactics, yes.
Yeah, there we go.
So, I mean, you still roll 8s, so it's entirely
I
plausible.
still have 3 8s to roll here, or well, 2 when it defends itself, so we'll see what happens.
Alright, so first one is going to open fire on Firestorm.
Okay, so it is countering.
Simultaneous hit.
Simultaneous
But
hit.
now you're at 3 damage, same as before, nothing changes for you.
That is right, only reeling and panicked.
Alright,
Immune to it.
so this guy is hurt and vulnerable, which means finish applies.
Yes it does.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage.
Let's see the soak.
He is just dead.
Only dead. Boo.
Alright, and then the next one is going to open fire on you, which I just realized now that even if I hit, I cannot kill you. Firestorm.
Firing at Firestorm.
Yeah.
Alright. Another counter.
Tactics no longer applies because the other guy's dead.
Unfortunately for him, however, that is a hit on him.
But again, doesn't matter because I can only do 3 damage.
Oh, yeah, this is not winnable for them in this condition.
Yeah, because the maximum amount of damage this guy can do is 3, and 3 means nothing happens. This is a monster. We have fought a monster. Okay, the other guy hid, means he's reeling. Bad guys are done. Rise of good guys.
Alright. I could always turn it back and guard so that he has the additional ability here and I have additional defense, and then also run. So I think that's going to be my plan. When I guard, he is... hurt can be removed by refreshing it with guard action. I believe that just means as long as I'm guarding, then it does in fact heal him. I'm saying this because I am not 100% certain, but I am just trying to make sure. And yeah, like I said, I'm running to the other ship. I would
What's
like
your
to get there.
run distance?
Normally it is. In the case of being on all fours, it is 23. I am burdened though, so I believe that means I do not get my dash, which might lower it by 5.
Well, either way, you wouldn't make it there in one turn. You're further than 23 meters.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
just...
then I imagine there is some distance between the landing pads.
Well, it's not distance between the landing pads, it's distance between the ships.
Right, between
Unless
the
you
ships.
were going to risk crashing one ship into the other, you would have landed at least 20 meters apart.
I'll have you know, I was highly considering it.
Sure, nobody gets off this planet. You hear me? Nobody!
Especially not me.
Okay. If that's the end of your turn, guy hiding on the ship recovers from reeling and moves to the entrance, which ends his turn. The guy at the entrance already turns towards you and fires at you because you're escaping, and that's not something he can let happen.
Alright. I do have guard, however, it would be my leitmotif that protects me.
Oh, also this guy is going to aim since I haven't rolled yet.
I don't suppose my guard applies to my leitmotif's counter.
I don't think so, because your leitmotif is based on your psyche, so...
Okay. So, while I did choose the guard...
Also,
I
technically,
also-
you are the one guarding your leitmotif, while an extension of you is not you.
Correct. Though I guess I could always control it to do a guard action. That'd be interesting. But yeah, it's going to come and defend me, because it has to.
That was my chance. Alright, so this guy is hit again, same as before, 5 damage. Wait, no, was it 5? Hold on again, I think it was 6. Finish.
Is he hurt and vulnerable?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's 6. 7, he is overkilled. Another critter-style explosion of blood, guts, and vacuum because you tear through the spacesuit. You guys are in vacuum right now.
Right. Firestorm, this monstrous beast that looks like it's made out of lava, just runs itself straight through, leaving burning holes in everything.
Right. Alright, that's another overkill, and the other guy is just standing there, covered in blood and viscera, brains, and horrors.
And absolutely terrified, I imagine.
Yes. Or panicked, as it were.
Indeed.
Well, that's the rise of bad guys.
Given that he's
I
panicked...
mean, rise of good guys.
Given that he's, panicked, if my leitmotif stayed there, would we declare that the end of combat?
Sure, effectively.
Alright. So I'm going to continue making my way to the ship, then.
Okay, and what's your plan once you get there?
I need to get into it. And, so that is going to be my plan. I'm looking for access ramps, looking for doors, looking for airlocks, looking for something.
Yeah, I mean, there'll be an airlock on the side of the ship.
Alright, so I need to, open it and get in.
Alright. What's your plan on doing that?
Is there a control panel?
There is.
Alright, I want to start pressing buttons. I'm a smart boy.
Alright, give me mind and academics. The
Plus.
control panel is in lockout mode, so what bonuses do you have to try and, I guess, hack your way into a ship?
As it stands, none actually. I mean, I can literally hack as soon as this fails. However, not otherwise.
I think we're using 2 different forms of the word hack.
Exactly. You get it. I could say I am highly overconfident in my ability to do this. I did it before.
Sure, but I'm gonna have to deny that because it's an inanimate object. I don't feel that giving the environment a bonus D12 is going to be to the effect of overconfidence.
That is fair enough. You can totally do that. Let's see. I'm not navigating. My conductor legacy doesn't matter. I guess I could use Psyche to use the Force, but I don't think that applies here.
No.
So here's a hacking attempt. I don't get anywhere.
Right. Yeah, so you push buttons on the control panel, but every time you get to like an open door menu or something like that, it flashes red at you and says it is locked. It is in lockdown mode.
Alright. Sensing, of course, that I am, bleeding inside my suit due to bullets, and, this is not opening, and I need to get out, I am going to draw my, leitmotif back to me, and I'm going to start bashing down the door as I have done so many others so far.
Okay. I find that's probably just a matter of time, and nothing is really going to affect you right now, so I can just assume that will happen.
Right, if there's anyone on the inside, they probably hear the banging and warping of the metal as it just, like, ends up getting, trashed through dimensions. And here I go. I have now broken an airlock on a ship.
Right. The ship appears to have been depressurized because there's nothing blows back at you.
Mm-hmm.
What's your plan when you get on the ship?
Alright, I need to get into the ship. I need to find out where the controls are.
It looks, from the outside, like it's just a much larger version of the shuttle that you were in. Like they were built by the same manufacturer.
Right, so there's like a clear, obvious helm then.
Right.
So I am rushing out there, and I'm gonna see what's there.
And as you do, we are going to zoom back over to the Sisva belt.
Whoa, zooming.
Interstellar distances, and like 80% of the length of the system is just the distance between the outer planets.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Viril, what are you doing? Varin, sorry. Varin, what are you doing?
Oh, that's me. So I'm gonna take a while for you it's gonna take a while for me to get used to being called by the last name.
Well, it is your name.
All right, let's check the control station in Tony's room to make sure he hasn't wrecked this place to vent atmosphere in however long he thought he threatened for. I think that would
Yeah.
be a good undertaking.
Yeah, his heart was the only thing that kept the station together. Let's see. What skills do you have to hack into Tony's control panel?
I have some academics and deceit.
Sure, give me mind and academics.
And my favorite use is with computers. I'm going to re-roll that D8 for.
Okay. So 2 successes. Alright, you crack Tony's password, which is his name, Big Tony. Yes, Big Tony's actual name was Big Tony.
I'm going to have to change that password because now this is my computer.
Yeah, no, he had not set the place to blow when he died. Or thought he was dying.
Alright, it's probably beyond my capabilities to use the computer to find where he kept his money. But she's going to try it anyway.
2 successes. No. I have a difficulty. I thought this might be a thing that would happen, and I had a difficulty listed, and that's not it. Now, you do not know where he keeps his money. It doesn't seem to be listed anywhere on the computer system.
Or that this might just require some time in this room and to figure that out.
But the smell, man, the smell. Oh, you're in a spacesuit. Never mind.
Yeah. For now, he's in the spacesuit. May get Rosita in here to clean up. Wait, no, we killed her too.
You killed everyone but Boots, who, thank God, was the engineer. Killed the pilot, though. Yeah, he was gonna sing.
Well, I'm going to be taking Boots as an ally, I think. Too bad I can't take, who was it? The pilot?
Hold on, I've got them on a different page.
Sorry.
Oh, I just got multiple notepads for each person. For each session. It's a different notepad with different things. That would have been eyes. I mean, you've got access to his notes on them. Now that you're in his computer. Their name was Vortai. Vortai Eyes. The Aryan pilot. I don't know if their race is called Aryans, but that's how I'm pronouncing it. Arion. Aryan. They're the master race.
I would
Interrupt me
say
anytime.
Orion. I would have probably said Orion, but that's just me.
Yes, a gastropod, about 1.5 meters long, purple, with a cloud-like pattern across their lower half, multiple eye stalks with a central mouth at the end of its body, various pseudopods extending from its side. The last time you saw it, one was gripping a holdout pistol.
As if I didn't feel bad enough for killing them.
You didn't until I told you they were a pilot. Anyway, your show. What are you doing?
Alright, well, can't find his money. So the best thing to do right now would be to maybe get out there and find a crew to bolster my numbers. I've only got one guy with me right now, and he's stoned as hell.
Yeah, and literally a bunch of dead bodies floating outside the front of your base because you just threw them out the airlock.
Yeah, that's gonna make some interesting dodging when we have to leave.
Oh, I was going to say, a very weird recruitment tool. What are those? The last crew.
Speed bumps.
On my path to success.
Indeed. So let's hey Boots, we're gonna go take a trip.
Sure thing, boss.
Alright, let's get him onto the ship with me. Let's take the fancy one this time. Might as well.
Okay. That would have been Big Tony's ride.
We're gonna sell Big Tony's ride, I think.
Okay, so you're going to try and pilot it out of here?
Yes.
And again, as we've already established, you already remember where you came from. So is that where you're planning to go?
Yes.
Alright, well, give me mind and transport.
Here we go, just mind. Don't botch, don't botch, don't botch.
I was ready for a botch. Ship explodes! I don't know. Okay, one success. Let me see here. I have this one open. Might as well use it. You know where you're going. You know where you are. Okay. It's gonna take you a day to get there. So you and Boots in a ship traveling around the Sispa belt heading back towards the Psycho Saints base.
Yes, indeed.
Huh, that's a weird note. Okay. I think that's where we'll end for you. Let's just make sure we wrap up everybody in a place that makes sense. Of course, Griff is on their ship again. Same place you left off last time, but if this time you're at least on an interstellar ship, you just gotta figure this one out.
It's bigger.
Yeah. Alright, I think we're gonna go back to Deportia as our finale. Deportia, what did we do with you? You were getting...
There is something I need to roll, I think.
For what?
Unless it's not been the end of the scene yet for her.
For what? What? Addiction?
Yes.
What's the top half? It's just, your macro doesn't make sense to me.
That's her body and
Oh,
will.
okay, no, I get it, I get it. The top half was everything else you rolled recently. I just mixed them up because your macro has no separator.
That's why I put them in bold.
What you ought to
That's
do
about-
is just type /me into the front of your macro and just add some text. That way it'll have like a bar or something that separates the actual rules.
Well, does that allow you to roll within a emote?
Yeah. You just put a double space at the end. That way it puts a space separator. If they score 2 successes or more, nothing happens. If they feel that if they score 1 success, they become fatigued. Ah, you're fatigued and addicted. You're now addicted to being enraged, I guess.
Yeah. It's that adrenal boost, man. It will get you.
So you can't rest until you go berserk, which is very weird. God, I'm so tired. I gotta freak out! Yeah, well, I'll make a note of that. Hold on, where's your sheet at? Alright. Addicted. What was the one called again? Hit that bad medicine thing so I can see the list. Addicted to Adrenal Boost Omega. And fatigued. No, not Momega, Omega. Alright then, back to Deportia. I believe we were getting you set up at the new job and a place to live, right? Rafferty, that's you. Not here. Okay.
Well,
Well, I guess that's where we'll dead end then.
his guests may have arrived.
That's fine. I only saw that like 10 minutes ago.
Am I coming through?
There you go.
You weren't, but now we can hear you a little bit.
That was the goofiest thing. Like, I've been in the call this whole time, but I started saying things and going, why aren't they responding to me? And that's why I muted and unmuted myself earlier, but apparently you guys haven't heard like half the things I've been... I don't know what happened.
I don't know either.
Oh, you're here now, so let's do it.
No, I've been here the whole time. It was just for some reason the voice wasn't going through.
No can tell. Anyways.
But yeah, I was saying I need to get going pretty soon.
Oh, okay, well then I guess we can just dead end it here. That's fine.
I think this is actually a good place to wrap it up because I'm working on my job and you know, looking for the opportunity. You guys are having a ball of a time.
Yup, literally fighting my way off of a planet.
Yeah, Rafferty's got slice of life, and you guys just got slices.
Yeah, I was just mentioning, like, yeah, you could be tired and enraged at the same time. Haven't you guys ever seen a tantrum before?
True.
Yeah, but I've never gone into a tantrum to then go to sleep. I've never had that requirement.
You can tire yourself out. That is at least a possibility.
Oh, no, the idea here is that he's addicted to this. He needs to be enraged to fall asleep. It's very weird. I think it's weird.
The phrase is mean drunk.
Hey, there you go.
Anyways.
Did I get drunk and trash my spaceship last night?
So yeah, if we're calling it here, then let's go through mottos and such.
Well, my motto is the time for conversation has ended. And that's pretty much what I did, like, twice.
Yep.
It was like, oh, yeah, I can't have a fight plan? Okay, bye.
I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
Alright, that's an XP. Griff?
Fear my power.
Literally,
And
after
oh
being
boy,
overkilled multiple times, people are afraid of you. That's 1 XP. Arc?
Yeah.
Only the first one is free.
Well, he's not getting any seconds. He's dead now, so... That's 1 XP. I'm pretty sure no one's accomplished any goals.
I'm on the verge of it, but we still haven't literally done it yet. So.
Right. Alright, plus 1 XP for the,
Yeah.
Any comments, concerns, questions, etc.?
I think it's going pretty well. Like, I know a lot of people might be put out by the constant, shifts, twists and turns. I know we haven't actually converged yet, but I'm having fun.
Yeah, we're sort of on our way. I'm finally about to be able to leave my planet with literally the only person able to like actually use transport. At which point it could end up being able to pick you up in the plot, or at least like start linking together that way. I find it kind of funny watching Rafferty trying to lie his way out of a murder as like just a worker drone.
It's a quotidian crime.
I believe, as you mentioned, it's interesting to see the skills that we each have in play. So far, I'd say Arcloid's Yatanda is rather successful too right now.
Arcloid is the only one that went off the rails for me.
Went off the rails, but at the same time, that jet fuel is like literally working out for him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not in a bad way. Just I write down all these things that I think you guys might do and how to react to them, and for the most part, you guys have been pretty on track for what I expect you guys to do. I know I did taunt Arcloid, like, get back here, fight me! And he came back and fought and was like, oh, well, that didn't go right.
I was about to say, like, that's excellent. Like, if you ever come back here, it's like, well, now I'm back. I loved it.
Well, I think it mostly because he failed his role to combat. So, Arcloid, who killed everybody else in the base, got the first round. It's like, well, yeah, that's how it goes.
Oh yeah, that is how it goes.
I am a big proponent of letting the dice dictate action. And the dice did not go with me that time.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I do still feel, I feel increasingly that my leitmotif combat thing is very, very scary. Coming out with flat damage is not going to work, as we've seen. And these guys with D6s are, well, they melted. That is incredibly unfortunate.
Yep.
That said, my only saving grace is I had a single week. I had to spend my personality, and doubling up on spacesuits saved my life. Anything different, I could have also just, like, totally died due to my own stupidity there. I maybe shouldn't run out into focus in the future.
But you survived, and they're mostly dead, so...
Indeed, mostly dead. Let's see him come out of the ship now.
Alright.
Alright. Yeah, I'm expecting some people, so I need to get going.
Alright.
Alright, catch you later.
Alright, thanks for the game.
Alright, I think I'm gonna spend 4 XP and get transport dice. Go on the job learning here.
Alright.
Not gonna help much, but it will add up whenever I do it again.
Extra transport would make a whole lot of sense for me too, since I've been doing a whole lot of ship stuff.
Yeah, if you want to be
And
the
I'm going to
pilot.
need it very soon. Let's see, did I have anything else? I have navigation. I could also just build up to, like, getting, a gift for it as well. So that's something to consider.